Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Thank you. Louder? How's this? Yeah? Good?
Very bad.
All right, I'm going to try to go as loud as, how's this? Wow. I'm really touched. I'm gonna read, guys, because I literally had a 24-hour journey home and I don't trust my brain right now. So, hi everyone, thanks for coming out today. Thank you for your support. It means a lot. It's incredible to see this many Googlers out here right now. I did not expect this with the last minute rally put together. So my name is Soufi. I am an Iranian national. I'm a Canadian citizen, proud of that. I'm a green card holder, proud of that. And I'm a Googler for almost 6 years and incredibly proud of that. I took a flight to Switzerland to see some of our colleagues in the Zurich office and landed to a slew of emails from Iranians at Google. They were all trying to interpret the meaning of an executive order to ban entry of all nationals from 7 specific countries. An executive order that went into effect immediately upon Mr. Trump's signature. Am I interpreting this right? Did the administration just put forth a blanket order that seems to target those from specific faiths and ethnicities who have legal visas to work and visit America and tell them they are no longer welcome to come back?
You belong here.
True, to be honest. I was sitting there, I was like, I must be reading this wrong. So naively, I emailed our immigration and security teams, CC'd my manager, and asked them if they wanted me to cut my trip a few days short to come home a bit early. I got a response within 30 minutes and was on GDC with Azim from our immigration team. Yes to them. I will call them. Our immigration and security team is incredible. And let's give them another massive round of applause. Soufi, I highly recommend that you do not return to the States right now and that we figure out a short, medium, and long-term plan about where we can place you so that you are safe. My logical side first kicked in. I'm a Googler after all. And I tried to do a risk assessment. I'm not kidding. I asked him, what happens if I come home? What if I try? He told me the likelihood was very high that I would either be deported or turned away and put on the next flight to Canada or back to Europe. Either of those situations could be put into my record and cause problems for me in the future. This was way too familiar. Following the horrific 9/11 attack, amidst all the confusion at Customs and Border Control, I was enrolled into a program called NSEERS, a registry to identify potential threats to the United States. emotional. I'm just trying not to cry because my mascara is not waterproof, so literally for 48 hours I found myself having black patches all over my face. Apparently, someone at border control back then judged that I may be a threat to this country. So I knew far too well what it meant to put your faith at the discretion of a custom agent trying to do their job, but having to make a judgment call in response to a policy that was ill-conceived, rushed, and lacking in logic and clarity. I was not coming home. Then the emotions kicked in. I can't come home. I packed my bags for 1 week. My life is in the US. I felt angry, scared, and honestly rejected. And if I felt that way, when I knew I was part of a phenomenal company that would help settle me somewhere else, a Canadian citizen that could at least live in a free, peaceful country, how did others feel that were being impacted by this? Those fleeing from violence and persecution. Those who have waited months and years to start a safer, better life in America. Those who have passed the most rigorous immigration and refugee process on earth and secured a legal visa only to be denied. At 4 a.m., I got a call from Courtney, part of the team that was working around the clock to figure out how to get me home. She told me I have a short window of opportunity. A federal judge just deemed it unconstitutional to turn back legal immigrants that have made it into American soil. This was my chance. She said, no guarantees, but things were changing by the hour and I needed to leave now. They routed me through the closest US Customs office, Dublin. When I went up to the officer and handed him my passport and green card, I kept thinking, please don't pay attention to the born in Iran. Just go unnoticed. Or the Ismailzadeh last name, which gives it away. But how ironic. 3 weeks ago, I was in Iran, visiting my 89-year-old grandmother. And when I came into the US, they said, welcome home. Yeah, how it should be. Today, I am sitting in secondary inspection, watching 4 officers pore over my documents to decide if I can get re-entry. How ironic that I'm trying to re-enter the US to then not be able to leave it until this ban is lifted. I am here today thanks to the efforts of a lot of Googlers. But I don't feel free. or at peace. This executive order is racist, unconstitutional, and needs to be revoked. And we, the Google community, have a responsibility to take a stance and to participate. This is not a time where we can sit and watch an administration undermine core values of America. So I have a few thoughts to share with you. One, and this goes without saying because I see all of you here right now, please don't take this lightly. Take action. For example, give to organizations that are fighting to protect our civil liberties. Organizations like the ACLU, whom have been critical in getting the stay issued by the federal courts, and many organizations like them. 2, hold Congress accountable. They are the last line of defense and should deny any order of law that is unconstitutional and adversely impacts the fabric of this country. So please call your local representatives. Please, we need them. We need to do more than what I'm seeing in the news, which is revisions to this order. We are not done simply because green card holders are no longer impacted. 3, please engage others on this topic. Others that may not be part of your immediate social group. I'm realizing many are not aware of the ramifications of Trump's order, the current impact and the precedents this sets, or have unconscious biases that need to be challenged. Statements such as, "You as a Canadian should definitely be admitted, but I can understand if someone entering the country with a passport from Iraq or Iran, even with a US visa, is questionable," which I heard on my way home, are simply wrong. This order is impacting people that have passed an arduous process to come to the US and have been deemed valid for entry when the US government issued them a visa. They are as eager to participate and contribute to the US system as I am. While we are in unprecedented times, we are also seeing a beautiful, strong outcry happening by all of you and across the world for civil liberties, and it is having an impact. I want to thank the Google community for all your support. I got emails throughout the weekend from colleagues, and today I will try to respond to all of them. It's amazing. Thank you. Thank you. I have to give a huge thank you to my direct leadership, Oren Naim, Liz Hammond, Jen Fitzpatrick. Thanks for tracking my progress throughout the weekend and for being there just to talk. Thank you so much. thank you to them. And finally, a huge, huge thank you to the Google security and immigration team. You guys were there for me, literally step by step. Somebody was on call, calling me, texting me, tracking my progress. I hope I never have to reach out to you again. You're awesome, but no offense. But really, you kept me calm when I was running around in Dublin, having airlines call and decide if they should board me, going to customs control, just getting to the airport. I would not be here if it wasn't for your efforts. You're awesome. You're all awesome. We will get this revoked. Thank you all for listening.
Alberto, next up.